Начнем мы эту главу с небольшого вьетнамского флешбека. Забыл я вам показать одну вещь. Пришлось вернуться назад еще до нападения Цербера на Цитадель. И до кучи записать дополнительное видео по второй части Mass Effect. Собственно, прошу любить и жаловать. Матриарха Тина. Этита, простите.
Hey, I remember you. Shepard, right? Heard you're fighting the Reapers.
Matriarch Theta. You were working on Ilium. How'd you end up here?
With the Reapers making noise, I figured it was time to get somewhere safer. So I moved here.
I don't think so. I've seen some video footage of you looking at Liara.
Yeah. Matriarch Benazia was her mother.
You mean you were her other mother, right?
No, I didn't pop her out. Hell, she's never even met me.
Sorry. If you were human, you'd both be called the mother, regardless of which one gave birth.
Well, I'm not human, am I? Anthropocentric bag of dicks.
Liara would love to meet you.
Why? She doesn't even know me from a hole in the ground. Benazia ran off before the kid was born. Besides, this isn't charity work. She's one of the biggest intel brokers in the galaxy. And she's got some shady connections. Like a boyfriend who used to work for Cerberus.
I only worked with Cerberus to fight the Reapers.
And you're not with him now. I know. If you were, you wouldn't get within a light year of Liara.
Is that a threat?
I'm no commando, but I've had 1,000 years to learn to fight dirty. Nobody messes with my girl. Anyway, you combine her work with Benazia and... well, the matriarchs might have ordered a hit if I hadn't agreed to keep an eye on her.
I bet she'd like to meet you.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Ну, давайте с Лярой болтаем по этому поводу.
The bartender over there?
The matriarch hired by the Asari government to track my movements?
She's your father.
I know.
You know?
I'm a very good information broker.
And you haven't talked to her about spying on you?
If I did that, they might send someone who wasn't as sympathetic to me. Besides, this is hardly the time for family reunions.
Liara.
Oh, fine.
Ну, вот так как-то. Собственно, они здесь и будут так стоять до нападения Цербера на Цитадель и болтать между собой.
I had to make them take me seriously. I wasn't going to actually do it. And you bugged my office on Ilium.
That'd be the logical conclusion. Yeah.
В общем, там у них набор диалогов достаточно забавный будет. Все я вам показывать не буду. А, ну они даже вот так вот активируются, да. В общем, прошу любить и жаловать. Отец и дочка. И еще один второй флешбэк. Чисто случайно я пропустил майора Кирахи на посадочной площадке. И уже во время боя мы только с ним встретились. Это как-то получилось скомканно. В общем, он торчит вот здесь вот. Я его не увидел.
Yes, Commander.
Are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turian support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
How did you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tachanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Erdnot Rex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
Yes, and he's rather angry about the security arrangements.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medpay couldn't handle it.
Security seems high. Are you expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
As always, Commander.
Все, возвращаемся в нашу реальность. За кадром, как и обещал, отсканировал я оставшиеся системы доступные. Вроде как мы должны все миссии дополнительные взять, выполнить. Сейчас мы их сдадим. Поболтаем с советником Азари и с некоторыми нашими членами команды.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Давайте начнем сразу с вами с посольством.
Yes, Commander.
Так.
Excuse me. I'm Commander Shepard. If you promise to be careful, I've got something for you.
A Reaper code fragment. Yes, I can use this to try to predict their strategic processes. We might be able to save a few worlds with this, Commander. Thank you.
На здоровье.
Urgently, human, I must speak to you on behalf of my people.
What is it?
Holding sorrow, Dakuna, my home world, the Reapers have come. Holding sorrow, our warriors are under siege, but your forces can rescue them. Urgently, please. All the other races have turned us aside.
How do your people fight?
Proudly, with VI-assisted infantry. Our soldiers carry heavy weapons into battle mounted on their backs. Mixed pride and shame, our enemies have called us living tanks, as well as names less flattering.
I'll take the Normandy as soon as we have time.
Relief. Thank you, Commander. Small hope. Perhaps we can evacuate some of our civilians when your forces arrive. Anxiously, I will remain here for news. Please hurry. Dakuna burns.
Refugee camps in the Citadel are straining existing resources.
I have excellent news. Your daughter's paperwork has been processed.
What? You said it was impossible. How did you pull it off?
Well, I talked to a few friends, called in a few favors, maybe even stayed up a few nights. I wasn't sure I could pull it off, but everything's in order, and your daughter leaves for Thessia tomorrow. A caretaker will travel with her to ensure she reaches her relatives back on the homeworld.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Why don't you go spend the time you have left with her? I'll take care of the rest.
Так, у Бейли ничего, по-моему, новенького не будет. Давайте сначала с Азари поговорим. Кстати, сейчас бы говорить в кабинете Удин. Тут прослушка, наверное, кругом уже стоит давно. Да и раньше была.
Commander Shepard, thank you for coming.
Did you find something?
The Council has ordered a full review into Donald Udina's activities. We're still piecing together his coup attempt. But that isn't why I asked you here. The situation is growing urgent for my people. We're aware your crucible is still missing a key component.
The catalyst. Do you know something?
Not exactly, but there is a artifact on our homeworld, Thessia, known only to highest levels of my government.
What is it?
With any luck, it's a means to help you locate the catalyst. The artifact is kept in a temple located at these coordinates. I've ordered a scientific team to meet you there.
If this artifact is so important, why keep it hidden?
Every species in the Citadel has its secrets, Commander. But this one, in the wrong hands, would upset the balance of galactic power.
The Reapers are doing that right now.
Which is why I'm bringing this to you.
I appreciate the help.
It's you who will be helping us. The matriarchs are growing desperate. For the first time in our history, Thessia is vulnerable. For all our intellect, we're outmatched by Reaper firepower.
I'll do what I can.
Whether you know it or not, you've become the sole ray of hope in a very dark night. Goddess be with you.
Тут что-нибудь новенькое надо, кстати. Да, денег хватит. Надо игрушку купить хорошую. Для Гаруса. Где она? Где она? Вот она. Прикольная, кстати, штука. Но мне больше нравится вдова. Не черная, которая, а просто вдова. А она на Тессии будет. А, капец мощная. Где там герой? А вот для какого-нибудь Гаруса эта штука прикольная. Бьет на повал тоже. Так, что у нас здесь есть? Кроме Капитана Бейли ничего больше нет. Погнали с вами в чистилище, что ли, в бар. Здесь никого нету.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at Ord level, Purgatory.
I recovered the code of the ancients from Dakuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D24.
With shock and joy. Really, this is wonderful news. Thank you, human. Sincerely, this will greatly aid our people.
Anyhow, enough about my armor. Let's find the gang and celebrate while I'm still here. Where'd you park?
I took rapid transit.
Come on, you have the fanciest ride on the Citadel. And I saw that new paint job.
I sold it a couple of weeks ago.
What? But you love that car.
I know.
You never shut up about that car.
I know.
С идеей Джокером поговорить тут надо. Этой мадам мы уже сдали квест.
Bringing medical supplies by the ton. I know a guy in customs. Crates of Metagel from weeks ago are still sitting on the dock. My friend finds us a few loose crates. You bring in your ship, we split it 50-50.
another round.
So, looks like you two are having fun.
Yes. Joker has been smiling and laughing at a significantly higher rate since he and I agreed upon a relationship. I mean, he is happier.
It seemed like you two might make a good match.
I was not so certain. When I first presented this body to Jeff, he seemed aloof.
Really? What did Joker say?
He said I didn't have to conform to some feminine ideal in order to impress him. I then called him on his bullshit, and we then proceeded to talk normally. After your encouragement, his attitude exhibited signs of change. He said he was reluctant, but you convinced him to go for it.
I might have helped a little.
I see. Thank you for your support, Shepard. This is proving to be an illuminating experience. You just introduced me as your personal assistance man.
Yeah, well, it's the only way to get you inside.
But you know I am not one. Why deceive others?
You don't really want to introduce yourself as an AI Reaper-based code. They would lynch you.
That would be an inefficient way to render me non-functional. Your turn. Counselor Tabos.
Hot, but points off for attitude.
Shaira the consort.
Hot, I guess? Can we stop this? You're creeping me out.
Dalatraz Linron.
Ew.
Your turn. Counselor Tabos.
Hot, but points off for attitude.
Shaira the consort.
Так. Беженцы.
Spectre status recognized. One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay E-24.
Чё у нас тут?
Emergency civilian housing.
Джеймс, беженец, Келли. Все те же самые. Ничего новенького нет.
Hey.
Oh. Hey, it's you. Still waiting, I see. Any news?
No, but they promised, right? We'll get here soon.
Son of a bitch.
Все, играешь, Джеймс.
I know. Son of a bitch. But I'm about to make my comeback.
I found a Prothean sphere on Gehinnom. Contact the Alliance and tell them Commander Shepard asked them to pay you.
Yes, thank you. I'll call them right now.
Так. А, собственно, здесь больше не с кем вроде и говорить-то. Зайд нам ничего нового не скажет, я думаю. Келли Чамберс тоже.
I heard about the horrible things Cerberus did during the coup. That's not the organization I joined.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms.
You know the current leader of the Suns?
Vosk, don't remind me. Little scumbag shot his mouth.
Все свербит у Заида.
Got half his squad killed. Real popular after that. We couldn't boot him from the Suns fast enough. Should have ended his tenure with a bullet.
You know the current leader of the Suns?
Vosk, don't remind me. Little scumbag shot his mouth off on a patrol mission once. Got half his squad killed. Real popular after that. We couldn't boot
Так. Доки Нормандии.
One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
Консоль. Это продолжение этого, что ли? Квеста.
And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special treatment, Private?
I think I'll do better against the Reapers than Cerberus, ma'am.
And what combat experience against Reapers are you basing this on?
None, ma'am.
Outstanding.
Чё спорите, дамы?
Knowles, I
Да.
found another spot where the Batarian
Продолжение
codes were
этого
used.
кода.
Holy crap. These are the
Квеста.
remote navigation codes. Last week's crash at the docks, we thought it was an accident. Shepard, there were 117 Alliance soldiers on that ship. All human. Just like the patients at the hospital.
So we've got Batarian codes, and someone with a grudge against humans.
Looks like... Okay. This code's offline now as well. Should just be one left, Commander.
Я был неправ, говоря, что остальные консоли в ДЛС. А мы тебе сдали вроде, да?
Thank you again, Commander.
Да.
I appreciate the assist.
Чё? Где она может быть? В лагере беженцев? Туда все. Ой, не пос... Чё я посольство нажал? Да. Да, консоль.
Hey there.
Hey.
Looking mighty alert. You okay?
You thought I was bluffing, didn't you?
Knowles, this is where the last access code was used.
What's that, Commander? I'm losing your signal.
У вас тут чё за рассадник такой?
You should have killed me on that asteroid over Terra Nova. I've been waiting for this. Everything that has happened to my people is your fault.
Terra Nova. А, тот террорист.
All I did was stop you at Terra Nova.
Yes. After you ruined my plans, my government accelerated research efforts on the Leviathan of Dis. Have you heard of it, Commander? The ancient organic dreadnought my people recovered from Jartar 20 years ago? Sound familiar?
A Reaper. Your people were studying a Reaper corpse.
Yes. Looking for a way to reclaim our place as the true power of the galaxy. Hundreds of our best scientists were enlisted.
And then they became indoctrinated.
When the Reapers reached Karshan, our own people betrayed us. Defense grids were deactivated. Ships fired on Allied targets. We were destroyed from within because of you.
А мы тут при чем?
I didn't destroy your people, Balak. The Reapers did that.
We were a proud race. A beautiful race. Have you seen what the Reapers have done to us? I'm trapped on this Citadel. Our warships only know the locations of Reaper forces because I've tapped Council transmissions. I am the highest-ranking military officer left in the hegemony, and I can't save my people. But I can end you.
You're not gonna pull that trigger. You know what I'm doing out here.
Yes, forging alliances with the Turians, the Krogan. Killing you will tear all the other races apart.
And then the Reapers wipe out the last of your warships. The last of your people. And you know that. That's why you'll join us. We're all you have left.
I could kill you. I could do it right now.
Шепард, железные яйца.
Ships are yours.
Shepard, are you all right?
Fine. You won't have any more trouble with those codes.
Is that... Do you want me to arrest him?
I want you to put a bullet in his head. But we're all making some sacrifices today. Let him go. Spectre Authority.
Understood, Commander. And thanks.
Надо было грохнуть Балка. Он кучу проблем еще с первой части доставил. Ну ладно. Пускай живет. Так, у нас осталась больница. Община Президиум осталась. Давайте в больницу сначала. Так. Два квеста здесь.
Excuse me. I recovered the rings of Elune. They're waiting in Bay D24.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My people will treat this miraculous find as a call to support their local hospitals.
So you went back to the farm?
We snuck down the hill. We were hungry, filthy. They'd turned the towel into a kind of tunic. They'd cleaned up the bodies to make more husks, I figured. But there were still farmers alive. They were being held prisoner. And Naira was there, directing the other forces. I could see her. I got within 10 meters of her. If I just had my gun.
What happened next?
I got to the prisoners. The farm girl unlocked their restraints, and that's when they all started screaming.
Так, консультант.
I came across this treatment plan at a chemical plant.
Доктор. Консультант там был.
Treatment? What is... I've never seen this kind of process before.
Huh. Probably experimental. It's a long shot, but let's run some tests and see if it might work for our patient.
Все, да. Троянский яд я еще не знаю. И осталась община Президиум у нас здесь. Ох ты. Так, здесь ничего нету. Да, здесь всех обошли мы. Пойдемте с Мирандой потрындим.
I got your message, Miranda. Is this about your sister?
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more. You'll just have to trust me.
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't, Shepard. If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. Trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No. I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess?
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
I think you mentioned this.
I did. There's more to it. The elusive man stopped me.
Ну, это тоже, по-моему, она говорила.
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
I understand why you wanted to. I was a complete unknown.
I've never had to deal with that many black boxes on a project. I felt blind.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it. You could have changed me in 1,000 different ways. But you didn't. I don't know how. But you brought me back.
Thanks. But with so much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
You can't keep beating yourself up over the past.
I usually don't. But this was important.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Don't worry, Shepard. I always have a plan.
С Мирандой мы еще увидимся. Так, что тут где есть? Этому, по-моему, сдавали. Этому товарищу сдавали. Здесь никого нету.
I've recovered the obelisk of Karza. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
You have? It's amazing. Thank you, Commander. That's going to help immeasurably with some very sensitive work.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. You need to hear this.
Oh, Blue Rose of Ilium. If these humble words reach you, then I have joined my ancestors.
No, no, no.
My dream was to be by your side, a weed beside your beauty, twining together in the warm Tuchanka sun.
Oh, Char.
But if my last days must be with Krant instead of kindness, still I will remember the perfume of your scent and the soft touch of your petals. Let my broken bones build a wall around your garden, so you and the flower we planted together can grow safe and strong.
Thank you. I need to go. Hello, Shepard.
Я думал болтать. Никого. Здесь, ребята, вы как-то медленно делаете ремонт. О, ты отвис.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Maybe these heating stabilizer schematics could help?
This is amazing. The colonists, my sister, will be most pleased. Thank you. I am in your debt.
Что я не совсем понимаю логику его работы.
Of course. We can have ships at the colony in 36 hours. Do you need medical support?
No, evacuating the colony is more than enough. Thank you, Ambassador.
Ambassador?
I'm coordinating actions for the fleet while we're here. Evacuating colonies, bolstering Turian defense lines. I think it was right here. 3 years ago to the day.
Да, началось все отсюда.
What?
This was where Saren's assassins fired at me. I'd just gotten to the Citadel. I didn't think I needed my barriers up. My mistake.
Saren had assassins after you?
Right.
Было
I
дело.
disabled the Geth and found that recording that proved he was working with the Reapers. I went to Ilium and tried to inform the authorities, but Saren's mercenaries attacked me. I barely escaped. I stowed away on a Turian freighter and came out here.
I thought I was safe.
You never told me about this. How bad was it?
Got me in the arm. They used polonium rounds. I was running a fever in minutes. It was the first time I'd been really hurt on my pilgrimage. I ran to the council embassy, asked for protection, offered the data on Seren. The Turian clerk called me suit rat. He threatened to have me tossed off the station if I didn't leave.
I wish that clerk could see you now.
He just did. That was him back there. I don't think he remembers me.
Maybe we should go have a little talk with that clerk.
I spent 3 years waiting to come back and make his life hell. But when I finally saw him, he was just a clerk whose people desperately need help.
Which they'll get, thanks to you. Nice work, Ambassador.
This war is more important than grudges and prejudice. Maybe he and I both needed to grow up a little.
The difference is that you helped when it counted.
Thanks, Shepard. So did you. Everything looks so peaceful. In here, you can almost forget about the war. I never get tired of looking at this place. I never thought they'd let a Quarian up here. The Presidium is so beautiful. Everything looks so peaceful. In here, you can almost forget about the war.
Больше ничего не скажешь. Все, что ли, здесь? Ильяра. Да. Мы готовы с вами двигаться дальше. Что у нас по заданиям-то? Яд еще недоступен. Это ДЛС, это ДЛС. Шифры Цербера. Не помню, если честно. Скорее всего, потом будут в одном из дополнительных заданий. Это ДЛС. Это мы по сюжету дальше двигаемся. Это тоже Амисана. Вот сюда вот мы с вами полетим. К Азаре в монастырь. А потом уже на Тессию вернемся. Дальше по сюжету.
One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay D24.
Sergeant, I have a little brother. He went off-planet to try and make money, hung with a lousy crowd. A week before the Reapers, my brother sent me this excited message. He'd found an organization with lots of pay, benefits. He snuck me a photo of the shiny new armor they gave him. White and yellow armor, ma'am.
Шепард в броне Цербера рассекает. Ты что? Ладно. Двигаемся с вами дальше. А на сегодня все.